All right, welcome back. On RealCopStoriesVideos.com, we have 355 short cop stories, meaning 6 to 7, 9 minutes. All things I did 35 years. Bikes, narcotics, gangs, foot pursuits, arresting, all kinds of stuff. You name it, we did it. Pretty fun. A lot of gross alerts. Most people look up the gross alerts first. It's pretty funny. You should. There's a lot of them in there. They're really good. And some of them are really gross. Okay. And in addition to that, continuing on, 122 questions and answers. And I'm doing that right now. So if you want to ask me a question, email me at rsbcopstories@gmail.com. And what I'm doing right now is I'm running a squad. I have a assistant squad leader who happened to be black, was basically racialed out of that's even a word, out of a bowling team because they were all white. And I told him to make his own team because we have a large department. You can make multiple teams, no big deal. So he did it. So now they had the tryouts, and he's all excited because he said, I got like 20 or 30 people coming. And ironically, he was the only black for the first tryout, okay? And he didn't make it, even though he scored better than 2 of the guys that made it, and they were white. This tryout, he said they had like 25 or 30. He didn't give me an exact number, I don't remember, it's been years ago. And they're almost all minorities because the word got out. Because again, it's a small group of bowlers that know each other. You know, baseball players know each other, golfers. I play golf. I knew a lot of the golfers. You know, the good ones and the bad ones. So he said. So to re-say this story in case you didn't see the first one. I said, are you gonna bowl for your own team? Are you gonna try to make the team? He goes, hell yes. He says, if I don't bowl enough to make the team, then I'll just coach the team. Can you imagine? He could have easily said, well, I'm in. No. Whereas the other guy was on the team, was not a very good bowler, but he's on the team because he's running it. Okay, call him the white guy, whatever. Okay, so what he did was, unlike the other guy, he told everybody, well, if you guys stick around after the last bowl is down the lane, I'll let you know who made it. Whereas the other guy said, oh, I'll call everybody. I got to look at the numbers. Why do I look at the numbers? It's a number. Come on, okay? So sure enough, he said, yeah, we were there, you know, I'm in the back on the table. I bowled my games first, so I get out of the way so I can, you know, do the administrative. My wife's helping me, my neighbors there helping me. They had some lanes that were donated by one of the local proprietors, as long as they bought food. So they already pitched in and bought a bunch of food for the guys so he wouldn't lose any money. It was really, it sounded like, I wish I could have gone to this. It would have been neat to see this happening, you know, and have just get in on the festivities. Anyway, so he said as soon as the last bowler threw, as soon as the last pins went down, him and his wife sat there with a calculator, you know, okay, they start putting the names down. Okay, you know, John Smith, number 1. Hey, it's an event, okay? They're all excited, pat him on the back, and, you know, Joe Schmo's next, Bill Wright, you're 4th, and all the names. I made 7th, and whatever. He said he had like a dozen of people, you know. And everybody's all excited. So that tells you that it's up and up, it's above board. They're getting excited over it. The guys know they bowled well. Come on. And you know you don't bowl well. There might be the guy, what they call the guy on the hump. If they got 12, 13 might have been close to 12. But that's just the way it always is. It's a numbers game. How many pins did you knock down? It's pretty simple. Okay, fine. So now, 3, 4 months go by. He asked for time off to go to the games. I think they were in Sacramento or something. So, you know, it's a week-long event. I think it's 10 days. But your events usually put in there. You know, they have the whole 10 days. But like the dog handling is like Mondays, and then the bowlers are like Wednesday, and you know they're all plugged in there. So you're not there for the whole week. You go there. I'd go there for 3 days, and I come home because my golf thing was only for 3 days. Okay, fine. So he's up there, and he calls me at work because it's a day thing. He goes, "We got the gold. We got the gold." I said, his team won the gold. Okay, can you believe that stuff? This is like Hollywood, man. I read a movie about this. Okay, he's all excited. Okay, so I congratulate him. I was almost in tears. I'm almost in tears now. It's pretty neat. Okay, fine. So he comes back. He goes, he can't wait to tell me, go to lunch again or dinner, whatever it was. And he's telling me, he goes, oh, you'll love this. What? He says, they had an auditorium for the bowl. Well, it's an auditorium for all the events, but you know, all day long they're having award ceremonies. You know, because some days either you're competing or you're going home or you're going to the award ceremony. And of course, you know, like 9 o'clock in the morning, they'll have the baseball awards. And then 10 o'clock, everything's pretty fast. They get up there, you won, get off, next one, because there's so many thousands of players here. They got to, you know, this auditorium was going, like he said, it was going from like 8 o'clock in the morning to like midnight of giving awards away towards the end of the week, because you know, everybody wants to get out of there. So he goes, so we're up there, you know, called us up there, we won, you know, we're all excited, everybody's got their gold medals, they're holding them up. And he looked over at because all the bowlers are there. Looked over at Mr. Racel over there. He's just like, you know, pounding, his guys are looking. Well, they came in like 7th. Okay, they weren't even close. Okay, and I go, well, what do you expect, man? I said, he's picking his buddies and think he can win. You picked you know some of these guys, but you don't. They're not your buddies. Plus, numbers talk, bullshit walks. The numbers spoke for themselves. He goes, you'll see my guys. He said, what? I said, what'd you do? He goes, oh man, I took him in a room and I motivated him. I said, this is a racial thing. I go, come on, man. He goes, I did. I told him. I said, you know, they're keeping us down. Well, he's trying to motivate them. Okay, so he never did that ever. I work for the guy. I've known the guy for 20 years now. He's never used a racial word. But he said, I told him then. I said, we got aced out because we're black. I think it was 1 or 2 Hispanics in there. He goes, we're minorities. He said, these guys over here trying to think we ain't crap. We can't do it. I said, we're going to kick. And he said, they came out there and they were just one of the highest team numbers, not the highest, but one of the highest ones ever recorded. They went out there, they were pissed off, okay? And of course, other bowlers, you know, their other teams are bowling also. And then behind them, it's a huge arena they had up there, a huge facility. There's other teams ready to bowl, and they're all watching it, you know, everybody's watching everybody. There's like a little 3-step bleachers, you know, 12 feet long, little they brought in there. So you got people watching, you got, you know, spectators and families. And so he said, we're on point. We're going to show them what we can do. And I said, this is great. The other guys over there, you know, became in seventh. Wow. Good job, bro. Good job with your white friends over there. Good one. Do that again next year. That was pretty good. That slapped him right in the face. That was pretty good. He showed me the medal and everything. He goes, you deserve this too. No, I don't deserve nothing, man. I just gave you the little, go do your thing. Go. So they had a big party. It was really neat to see that. Okay, do I have time for one little more story there, numbers keeper? Okay, good. One more story before I finish this thing here. I had one of the guys that I told you earlier that was one of my supervisors was a gun nut, and he had a city attorney call him and said the city attorney wanted us to do some enforcement at this one house, and we'd been there twice before. Both times we tried to do enforcement, and they recognized one time one of the officers nearby, and one of the undercover officers was in danger before I got there, and they pulled him. I researched this, and so the city attorney wanted us to go in there again, and my supervisor had a lot of liaison with this city attorney, and he goes, well, he wants to go in and do this. I said, well, look, man, I said, it's a dangerous area. We've had very few undercover black officers. It's a black area, and ultimately, ironically, one of the guys I knew that went in there, I hired him later. Another story down the road, but anyway, knew this kid, all kids, as far as I'm concerned. And so I said, we're not going to do it. He said, what? No. We got. Well, if we're going to do it, we're going to call SWAT and go in there and do it because it's kind of dangerous, and I don't want to risk one of my officers. And okay, fine. Wow, I think we should do it. No, I'm not going to do it. And so then he kept bugging me. So finally, I was going to go on some time off, and I told him, I said, by the way, before I go, I took him off the side. I don't want you doing that house till I get back. Are we clear on that? I'm clear on that. Okay, fine. Well, I made the mistake of not telling my assistant that I had that conversation, which I had. So I think I need to, because it's a supervisor. So I go on 2 weeks off. I come back, and my assistant says, "Yeah, we asked what he did." We said, "Yeah, we raided this house over here." And what house? The house I told him not to do? Yeah. Really? That's interesting. Okay. So what happened was when I came back, the supervisor that was doing the house, he kept asking my assistant, "What day am I coming back?" So the day I came back, the day before, he took off for 2 weeks. He knew that he made a mistake. So I go, okay, fine. So I knew that the lieutenant and him were friends. We're good buddies. So I'm in there briefing the lieutenant, he's briefing me, and I said, oh, by the way, let me ask you a question, boss. He goes, what's that? If I have a subordinate that disobeyed an order before I left, I'm trying to decide how I'm gonna burn him. And he's looking at me. What did this employee do? I don't want to tell you who it is yet because I don't want to, he knew who it was. I said, I told him not to do this house, and he did it and all that. And they used to hang out together off duty, so they were talking. I did that on purpose. So I said, I'm trying to decide whether I want to flat out burn him, get my reprimand, or just have him in here with you and me, and I'll just chew him. I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do there. Because he disobeyed an order. I didn't appreciate that. He slapped me in the face, and I don't like that. Okay. So he goes, oh, well, whatever you want to do. I said, yeah, well, that's why I'm asking you for his advice, but let me decide. And I left. Interesting. This guy was supposed to be out for 2 weeks. Next thing I know, he hurt his knee on an old injury. He's out for 2 more weeks. And before I could do anything to him, which was kind of fun because it was kind of funny to watch this because he'd come in, oh, he's off for, what happened? He's off another week? Ha! That's interesting. Okay. I scared him. I love it. Okay. And then what happened after that is 9/11 hit. Okay, so that ended any kind of stuff. I wasn't going to do anything to him. I'm not the kind of guy to do paper. I was just going to chew him out a little bit and scare him and make it right. So Anyway, those are my stories, and we'll get back to you soon on the next ones, all right? Hope you enjoyed them. Bye-bye.